Peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. So before I start this video, man, I do want to give a big shout out to Rashad Jamal, man, and I hope that his situation does turn out in the best way possible, man, because, you know, that's a situation. If you go and look on my channel, you'll see I did a video in terms of a reaction that was done to that video, man. That's a situation where I feel like, you know, we dealing with spiritual warfare, man. They are attacking him, and a lot of people don't understand because they aren't awakened. They still asleep, and they still dealing with whatever society has, you know, placed in front of them and made them believe. Now, I wouldn't take away from people out here actually being sexually assaulted, but I do want you guys to understand that when you're in a place of leadership in which he was chosen to be, there are going to be people that's going to attack you in this realm, in this 3D world that we live in. And so we have to understand that, you know, they're going to do anything, because most people, you know, when it comes to money, they want what their flesh desire. So, you know, when you see his situation, that means you're dealing with someone who's real bitter, man, because she never believed that he was going to do the things that he could do in terms of achieving the goals that he set out to achieve. If you heard the story, then you understand, you know, that was a situation. And, you know, seeing as how he's waking up a certain group of people and making them aware of who they are spiritually, then I can truly understand how someone would come along and offer anyone money to you know, basically assassinate his character, put him in a situation where he's no longer waking up people in this realm, y'all. So, you know, part of the reason I can understand that is that, you know, because at this exact moment I'm going through the same thing. It was agents, they're being placed in my life, guys. It's been, for the last 3 years, there's been agents that's been placed in my life. Different groups of people who's trying to attack me. They've tried to put me in situations where I could possibly lose my life, because I am a chosen seed. You know, I was sent here to bring a message, just as Jamal Rashad was and other spiritual leaders that have stepped in front of this camera and are doing the same thing that, you know, I'm doing at this very moment. I want you guys to know that I am just starting to exercise the abilities that I've learned, that I've had through meditation, and it's a wonderful feeling for me, y'all. I advise anybody who's watching this to actually get out there and start meditating so that you can exercise those energies, because we live in an energetic world and everything around us involves energy. You know, also, you know, I want you guys to understand that I receive downloads from the Almighty via dreams and meditation. That's how I actually receive these downloads, which I've been getting since I was a child. Not through meditation, because as I just said, I've actually just started meditating, I want to say maybe a month ago. You know, and this is me being truthful, and through meditation, I've been awoken, you know. I mean, it's awakened me way more than what I have been awakened in a long time. So, though this video is not about this, I just want to give you guys an introduction, man, to who I am. I am a chosen seed, as I said before. I'm chosen. I've been chosen for a long time. I've been chosen since I was a child. God has started to prepare me since I was a child. Now, the reason I am under attack, guys, is because they knew who I was even before I was. And how did they know who I was? Because they tracked down my astrology chart. You understand? Most of us who are chosen, they knew who we were at birth. They're just hoping that we don't become, you know, awakened to the fact that we are chosen in this world, to come and wake up people who are still asleep and make you guys aware of exactly what is going on around you, and you know, the dangers of what could be going on, you know, with it or whatever. And one thing I want you guys to understand is this is I've done YouTube, man. I've not been successful in it, because every time I try to do those things, either one, they haven't become successful, because that wasn't my sole purpose. Excuse me, son. Excuse y'all, my son is here, man. If you see the camera shaking, that's because he's sitting too close to the table. Can you back up a little bit, son? Please? Thank you. Okay, so, I don't even know where I was, y'all. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, I forgot exactly what I was saying, but as I was saying, I am a chosen seed, guys, and I've been chosen since birth, man. You know, since I was young, like I say, I would have dreams. The Almighty would send me dreams of things that would come to, you know, fruition. Of things that would come to fruition right after I had the dream of enemies. I've had dreams of my past relationships, that of me being, you know, being cheated on with close friends, by my girlfriends at the time. So I even had a dream 3 months prior to my oldest son being taken. I had a dream that he was going to be taken. The people who would be involved with him being taken, and he didn't get kidnapped or anything like that, but he was just taken out of the home that he was in via DCS and things like that. But I had a dream 3 months before that actually happened. So yeah, y'all, I just want y'all to know that I am a chosen seed. I've been chosen. They know who I am. This is why I'm being attacked. And it's like I was saying, it's because they tracked me down through my astrology chart. And they knew this when I was born. You understand what I'm saying? Most of us who are chosen, you know, they know that we are chosen. They, like I was saying, they just hope that we're not being awakened, or we won't become awoke to the fact that we're chosen. You understand what I'm saying? And they do that through programming, through the other things that surround us in terms of school, drugs, which, you know, I'm advising everybody. Which we'll get into that story, y'all, of why I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. And I don't see myself ever going back to those type of things, man, because that's not for me. It's not for anybody, because it only puts you at a low vibrational state of mind and a low frequency in terms of being able to connect with nature and the things around you. Because in order to see things for what they are, you are going to have to connect to nature. It's a fact. You're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to meditate. You know, you're going to have to walk in the grass without your shoes on so that you can become one with everything around you. But yeah, most of us who are chosen, man, we were chosen at a young age, man. You understand what I'm saying? And most of us who are chosen, we are the black sheep of the family. You know, you're going to be rejected. You know, you're going to be rejected by everybody around you because they don't understand that you're chosen, or they may have been put in your life as agents. You know, like I say right now, man, I'm dealing with things at work. I'm being watched on a 24-hour basis. At this point, I do believe that the FBI is probably following me for whatever reason. I don't know. But more so, my soul was telling me that because they know that I'm a chosen seed. They know that I'm a chosen seed, and I was sent here to basically awaken you guys. So if there's nowhere, you know, my community is involved with it. There's nowhere I can go that I'm not going to be watched. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that my phone is tapped. I believe that a lot of people don't understand, man. And see, because they're not spiritually awakened, they won't even understand why they're doing the things that they're doing. They don't understand that everything starts from a spiritual standpoint. So they may have hate in their heart that they harbor for me, but they don't understand that everything that I'm going through right now was already written in my astrology charts. It was meant for me to go through this so that I can become awakened. So like I said, man, I'm being followed, man. If I go to the store, man, they're watching me. If I go to work, I'm being watched. In my own home, I'm being watched. My phone is tracking me. My car is probably being watched. They tried to poison me on several occasions, man. That's one thing I want y'all to understand. That's the reason why I tell a lot of people to stay away from drugs and things like that, because, man, the enemy is using drugs and stuff like that right now to kill us, y'all. A lot of people don't understand that because they was raised to think that having a good time was doing drugs, man. We need to be able to look within inside ourselves and understand that, you know, if drugs is the only thing that makes you happy, then you need to do something else, man, because you should be able to be happy without using those type of things that will bring you down to a low vibrational frequency in this world, in this 3D realm that we live in. So basically, they've tried to poison me, y'all. They tried to poison me on several occasions. When I was doing drugs, which is why I don't do drugs anymore, people have sold me things that would initially put me in a position where I could have a heart attack or overdose or do some things like that, which hadn't happened. All praise due to the Most High. And I do believe that, like I say, I want you guys to follow me over there on my Facebook channel. That's how I ended up over here. This is how I ended up on YouTube, y'all, because They're attacking me over there. They don't want me to start my Facebook channel, so they made it where I couldn't get the information out to you guys. So I need you guys to go over there to I Am Awakend at Being the Sacrifice, because I do believe that someone is trying to sacrifice me, not just one person, but everybody, because they don't understand that the devil is a liar. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't understand that, you know, the things that he probably told them that they was gonna get, they're not gonna receive. In fact, they might end up being on the short end of the stick as well. So like I say, this video isn't mainly about that. This video is going to be about soul ties, as you can tell by the title, because a lot of people don't understand that we deal with a lot of things first on a spiritual level, and everything around us is energetic. I mean, everything is energetic. Look, as I'm speaking to you guys now, a cat is walking past. A cat is a two-dimensional creature, y'all. It walks in between realms. You understand what I'm saying? So in certain instances, when you see a cat, man, you in a good space. A lot of people think that cats are bad luck, but they're not. You understand what I'm saying? Which we'll get into it. We'll get into it that further along in terms of me, you know, trying to reach out to you guys, man. But or trying to awake you guys. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, a lot of people don't understand that we're in the energetic world and everything around us is energy, man. So in terms of dealing with soul ties and things like that, you know, which most soul ties are sexual soul ties. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, one thing that we have to understand is that when you're dealing with sex, or when you're having sex, it's a, you know, it's a ritual. Because, you know, sex is supposed to be a spiritual thing. Sex is really meant for two individuals that vibe at the same level spiritually to connect with each other more on a spiritual level. But a lot of people don't understand that, because we've been taught to porn and things like that, you know, sex is supposed to be for enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? It's not for that. It's for us to vibe at a certain, you know, for you and your spouse to vibe, to make a spiritual connection via sex. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, when people watch porn and they watch those type of things, it takes away from, you know, the spiritualness of sex. You understand what I'm saying? Because when we have sex, there's a transformation of energy that's taking place. You know? So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Today we're going to be talking about soul ties and sexual soul ties. Now not all soul ties are a bad thing, but when you're dealing with the wrong energy, man, then yeah, a soul tie, sexual soul tie, or a soul tie in general can be a bad thing, man. That's one thing. That's why I'm telling you guys now, and that's why I'm here to wake you guys up to the fact of what's going on, you know. And I want to teach you guys how to protect your seed and how to protect your energy from other people that may come along and might be energy vampires and want to have sex with you, so that they can take your sexual energy and, you know, be able to use it for themselves, man. So if you guys see me stepping over, looking down, or doing anything, man, it's because I wrote notes, because I wanted to give you guys this message in the best way that I can possibly give you guys this message, man. Because like I said, you know, I've attempted to get out there and do other things, but I've been stopped in my tracks, man. Nothing around me has been successful, because as I was saying, you know, me being under attack, it's going to be people that come in your life that's going to be meant to destroy you, because that's what Satan does. When he knows that there's a purpose on your life, when he knows that you're chasing a purpose, he knows that you have a chance of achieving that purpose, then, you know, there's a great chance that he's going to place people around you that's going to suck your energy and going to try to take you out of that element, even cause danger to your life. Because a person of God, that's of the Almighty, understands that we have to move in love, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's love, we have to move in love. And so, getting into that, man, if you see me looking down, man, it's because I wrote notes so that I can relay this message to you guys the best way possible. And I want you guys to understand, I'm not doing this for money. You know, I'm not doing this to get a mansion, to get the flyest cars, to get, you know, because in terms of spirituality, we got to understand that none of that stuff comes to us. When we go to the afterlife, man, all that stuff is going to be left here, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not doing this for that purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I want to start this off with a scripture from the Bible, man, that I feel pretty much breaks things down in terms of, you know, why things happen in your life, or if you out there and someone is trying to do the same things to you, if you're being attacked on a physical level and you think it's all physical and you don't understand that it's spiritual first. Because like I say, a lot of these people don't even understand why they're doing it. They harbor hate in their heart for you because you know, a lot of these people, they already chose their sides. They already chose their sides, man. So they're soulless. You understand? They don't have a soul. They lack empathy. They lack compassion, so on and so forth, man. And they don't understand that, you know, they think that they just hate you because they hate you. No, it's a spiritual attachment, man. Some of these people have demons riding them, and you know what I'm saying? And they don't even know why these demons are riding them. You know, a lot of people who've had sex with people and their souls have intertwined, and they suck that energy up out of them, and then they in turn receive the energy that that person was having because of the transformation of energy that was going on. You see what I'm saying? And that's why things are going on, you know, the way that they are. So if you see me looking down, man, just work with me, man, because it get greater later. So I want to start it off with this verse, man. And this verse says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the powers, against powers, and the rulers of darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places, y'all. Now, I'm familiar with that verse, but I don't know it verbatimly. It's a lot of verses that I do know verbatimly, which this is one of them that I've come into contact with over the years, you know, and it stuck out to me. So what this verse is basically saying is that everything is spiritual, man. And as I was saying, the people that's attacking you, that's attacking me, that's doing things that they are unaware of, it's because it's a spiritual thing, you know. They have demons, man. A lot of these people have already sold their souls, man. They gave they soul already to the devil, y'all. You know, the spirit has talked to me, man. He's told me things that's happened to friends of mine. They come to me, man. They talk to me. Understand that? I've been called the devil. I've been called I've been called all type of stuff that I know who I'm not. I praise the Almighty, man. Let's get that understood. But spirit comes to me and they talk to me, man, and they warn me of things that's taking place. So yeah, they don't understand that they're going through a spiritual warfare in terms of why they're being these evil people is because it's a spiritual warfare first. A lot of demons are on them or riding them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't understand the importance of a spiritual wash. You need to wash your spirit so that you can take away all of that negative energy, which we will get into. But yeah, you know, that to me, that verse says a lot in terms of, you know, why these things are taking place is because we're wrestling with demons that's not of this dimension but the other dimension that have a tendency of interacting or coming through this dimension because, you know, just like the Bible said, man, it's a spiritual warfare. All this stuff it happens because we're spiritual first. So their spirits are being attacked. You understand what I'm saying? So hopefully those people who are having their spirits attacked, they're able to overcome that and, you know, come back to our side. Okay, so let's get into this, man. First, I want y'all to understand what a soul tie is, man. A soul tie is a sexual, social, or spiritual bond. Okay? Because through sex, because everything is spiritual, it has to deal with energy. Not only are our souls and our spirits intertwining, but we're also taking on that each other's energy in that moment as well. Because when we're having sex, there's a transformation of energy that's taking place. This is why it's so important for us to know our partners on a more spiritual level before having sex. See, one thing we have to know is because sex is spiritual, it should be a more passionate and sensual experience, not just rough and meaningless, because it was originally intended for us to connect with our spouse or partners on a more spiritual level. This is why porn was put into place, because it takes away from the gift that was given to us by the Most High, which is in which, you know, sex was originally intended for, which is for spirituality, spiritual bonding, and spiritual growth. And if you're a promiscuous person, not only are you taking on more than one energy, but you're also taking on all that emotional and mental trauma that you accumulated throughout the process. Okay? And this is why it's important that we do a spiritual watch, which we'll get into a little bit more further along as we get further along in this channel. But yeah, you'll be sitting around, man, and you'll be wondering why you so emotionally, spiritually drained, you're not motivated, and those type of things. It's because that person that you was laying down and you was having sex with, they drained all of your energy from you and wasn't giving that energy back. You see what I'm saying? And now you're sitting around, you're moping around, you're angry all the time because the person that you intertwined your spirit with wasn't equally yoked in terms of spirituality or in terms of the positive energy that you carry within inside your soul and your spirit. You understand what I'm saying? We need to know that sex is just not a good time that we have in bed. Depending on who you have sex with, it could be detrimental to your spirit and your soul, and in terms of the energy that you decide to take on, because energy is important in this world. So for those of you men and women out there who are actually trying to heal from past wounds, you need to be more careful of who you decide to lay down and have sex with, because a lot of people, they're not trying to do the healing that's necessary in order to create that positive energy that they need. And I know everyone has the urge to have sex, but all I'm saying is that for those of you who are actually trying to heal and actually are putting in the work to heal spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, you want to be careful who you lay down and have sex with, because everyone isn't actually putting that work in, and that energy that you take on could be dangerous. And another thing we need to be aware of is that sex deals with our second chakra, which deals with creativity and our power to be creative. So when you lay down with someone who is just there possibly to suck some energy from you, you put yourself in a position where that energy can be taken from you as well. See, what a lot of people don't understand is sex is a ritual that should only be done between two people who vibe at the same level spiritually. Because it's a transformation of energy that's being taken place at that moment, you put yourself in a position, in a vulnerable position. You see what I'm saying? After sex, some people even start to take on the personalities of that person they had sex with. And if that person is not a good mother, a good father, or they're angry all the time, or they're an evil person, then you can take on that energy and then start to distribute that energy out toward the people that's around you, which is not a good thing at all. This is why it's important for men to practice semen retention and women to practice celibacy, because we're energy first. You understand what I'm saying? And physical second, you know what I'm saying? And in doing this, we actually put ourselves in a position where we can actually protect our seed and our energy from people who just want to suck that energy from us. Because like I said, man, you would be sitting around and you would be wondering why you so depressed, why you so angry, why you not being productive. And it's because, the other person that we was getting that good joint from, you understand, or that good thing from, fellas, you feel me? They was actually sitting around sucking all of our energy and creating, an unnecessary soul tie. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where now you're addicted to them, and the only reason, the only way you can be happy is if you're in their presence, because in all actuality, the energy that you're getting from them is actually your own energy. You see what I'm saying? Because in the mission of you having sex, it was a transformation of energy, and that person actually sucked that energy from you. So I just want y'all to stay woke, man, and stay aware, because to be aware is to be alive, man. We got to be aware, man, of the soul ties and things that we could be creating through just going out and thinking that, we supposed to have sex with many different people in order to have a good time, man. A good time is when you enjoying family and you enjoying the people that's around you. That's a good time. But when you actually indulge in sex, it was meant for, have a good time doing it. I want you to enjoy sex, but know that it was for you to actually grow a spiritual connection and more of a spiritual bond with your partner. You see, this is why, like I was saying earlier, man, sex is supposed to be more tantric, man. And for any of you out here who may be watching this and you know what tantric sex is, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know about, the effects that tantric sex can have on your marriage, on your relationship, so on and so forth, because it's going to put you in a situation where, you're going to always want to have sex with that one person. In my experience, man, before I got to where I'm at right now, y'all, I started to understand that, man, I would become bored in having sex with one person. You see what I'm saying? Now, at this point in my life, I feel like it's possible for me to be bored with a person that I'm not spiritually aligned with. You understand what I'm saying? Because if their spirit isn't right and then I'm having sex with them, understanding that sex is a transformation of energy, then I understand that, you know, because their spirit isn't right, and I'm more of on I vibe at a higher frequency, then I do understand that in having sex with them, it's a possibility that I could shift that energy. I could shift my positive energy and give that energy to them, and then I would be more so walking around here having self-doubt, self-hate, and unable to enjoy life because, you know, I'm committing myself to a soul tie that's not really, you know, that of good energy. You know, they could be a demonic person, you know. That's why they say, man, be careful who you lay down with, man, because you can actually be soul tied to a demon, man. So, like I said, man, I just want you guys to be aware. And, you know, because to be aware is to be alive, man. Also, I want you guys to always to move in peace, man, because, you know, like I said, peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation, man. Positive energy always creates elevation, man. But I would love for you guys to share this video for me. I'm sorry about the lighting. It's getting a little dark out here. I want you guys to share this video for me. Also, go over to my Facebook channel, I Am Awakend, and like and share that information over there, because as I said already, man, they trying to stop me from getting this information out, y'all. You know, it's people, man, that's dealing with, you know, spiritual issues, man, and high wicked places. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't understand, man, that, you know, well, they understand, but, you know, I need you guys to share this information and get this information out for me, man. But until next time, man, stay up and stay aware, man.